Good evening friends, my name is Manpreet Singh from English Gate Overseas Pundri, District Ethel. So today in this video we are going to talk about the writing module of academic IELTS, and particularly we are going to talk about task 2. The students who are already preparing for the IELTS exam, maybe they already know about this task 2 but not completely, and those who are planning to do IELTS, for them this video can be very useful, but who are actually doing this, they may already know about it. Okay, so this is about task 2. So in the task 2, what we have to do is, as we discussed in the previous video, that in the task 1 we have to write a report, but in the task 2 we have to write an essay. Okay, maybe you are already familiar with this word essay. So we have to write an essay, and the ideal or the required word limit is 250, at least 250, not less than 250. And there is no upper limit, so you will have to write an essay in 250 plus words, and this essay contributes to 75% of your total writing score. So it is worth nearly 6 bands. Okay, worth total 9 bands. So this is a very important task 2, because it contributes to 75% of your total score. If you are able to do well in this task, you are very likely to get an expected score in the IELTS exam. So now I will give you a brief overview about what type of questions are being asked in this task, because as I told you that it is going to be an essay, so you are likely to get a topic, and I will tell you what type of questions you may face in the exam. So type of essays or type of questions we can say. So you may face opinion essays. You know, we call this type of essay agree disagree essay. Agree disagree. For example, I can give you a small example. For example, you may get a statement like libraries should be free for every person. You know, you may get this topic, and the examiner may ask you, do you agree or disagree? Or he may ask you, to what extent do you agree or disagree? So this is a type of opinion essay question, where you are given a topic and you are asked a question, do you agree with this or do you disagree with this, or to what extent you agree with this, to what extent you disagree with this. And we are going to make more videos in more detail, so that we can tell you how to tackle with this type of essays. Secondly, you may get another second type, that is called discussion essays. Okay, discussion essays. So discussion essay is when you say like discuss both views and give your opinion. So in this type of questions there will be two views. So as there it is clear both views. For example, a group of people will say library should be free and the other group will say library should not be free. So you will have to discuss both views, why they say it should be free and why some say it shouldn't be free, and then decide your opinion. What do you think, it should be free or it should not be free? So this is a discussion essay. And third type of essay is advantages and disadvantages essay. So for example, the same topic, some people think libraries should be free for every person. So they may ask you, what will be the advantages, what will be the merits, what will be the disadvantages, what will be the demerits if libraries are made free for every person? So you just simply have to tell what are the advantages and what are the disadvantages. And there may be little bit different kind of questions which we will look into more detail when we will make a special video on this very particular type of question. So this is the advantages and disadvantages type of question. And fourth type is problem solution essay. So in this type, maybe the same topic, libraries should be free for every person, but what problems can arise if libraries are made free? What problem? So we have to tell what problems can arise and what will be the solution if libraries are free and there is any problem, what will be the solution? So these are called problem solution essays. Okay. And there may be different type, like we call them two-part questions, two-part question essays. So in this two-part, maybe they ask you two questions, like what are the reasons, how we can solve this problem. So they may ask you any two questions. They may give you a topic, they will give you a topic and they will ask you two questions. That is called two-part questions. So you will have to answer both these questions. What are the reasons and how we can solve this problem. Because I am going to tell you how to solve the question. Okay, so that was all about the overview of the task 2 of the writing module of academic IELTS, and briefly I am also going to tell you what the examiner is expecting from us. So I will give you a very brief introduction. We will go into more detail in the next videos. Maybe because you are watching me for a long time now, maybe you are bored watching my video, so I will give you a very brief introduction of what the examiners are looking for, how our essays are marked, what the examiners look for, okay, what they want from us. So first thing is task response. Task response means how well we answer the question. Whatever the question is being asked in the essay, that is a task response. Okay, and it gives you 25% of your So if the essay is of 6 band, so 1.5 bands goes for nearly 1.5 for the task response. Okay, so it is 25% worth. And secondly, cohesion and coherence. So I will simplify this term, cohesion and coherence. For example, you are hearing it for the first time. So cohesion is clarity of your essay. Okay, is the examiner able to understand your essay clearly? And cohesion is a organization of ideas. Whatever ideas you have you organized them in a logical manner, in a logical way? So this is the cohesion and coherence. It is also worth 25%. 25% of your score from task 2 comes from the clarity of your essay and organization of your ideas. Okay, so you will have to focus on answering the question very well, and clarity of the essay and organization of the essays. Okay, ideas, sorry. And third is I think I will wipe this for a while. So the third criteria is lexical resource. Criteria third is lexical resource. So what is lexical resource? Lexical resource is nothing but vocabulary. Okay, so it is like right use of words. Are you able to use the words in a right way? And do you have any topic specific words? This we will go into more detail when we will make one video only related to lexical resources, and I will share with you the strategies how to claim the 25% in this part, how to do well in this part. So now I am only giving you a brief introduction. It is about the right use of words, right choice, right use in the right context, and topic specific vocabulary. Topic specific words means if your essay is related to, for example, if your essay is related to crime, the title is crime. For example, crime is rising day by day. Okay, are you using these words? Criminals, offenders, punishment, death sentence, parole, prison, jail term. Are you able to use topic specific vocabulary which shows that the essay is written on a crime? Or you only using people? Okay, are you using criminals, offenders? Are you talking about the punishment? Are you talking about the sentence, death sentence, jail term, parole, rehabilitation of the criminals, attorney, the lawyers, judgments? These are all examples of topic specific vocabulary. So you should focus on the topic specific vocabulary, and I will share with you how to develop topic specific vocabulary for different types of essays, because fortunately now we have many online platforms where we can get the information about the what type of topics, and I will share with you in my coming video what type of topics are there. And finally, after lexical resource, the final criteria is grammar. So in grammar they talk about range, they talk about variety. Variety means Are you able to make simple sentence? I think we already do simple sentences very well. Are you able to make conditional sentences? Conditional sentences like sentences starting with if. Are you able to make complex sentences? Are you able to make compound sentences? Are you able to make question sentences? Are you able to make passive sentences? So this is all about range. So if your range is more, you can claim 25% from this part. So range, are you able to? So you can check. Today I am giving you a job. You can make a list. Out of this, how many type of sentences you are familiar with, and then you can try to elaborate your range, try to expand your range. If you are only good with simple and conditional, try to look into complex, compound, question, and try to use them in your essay. That I will also tell you how to use them accurately, not unnecessarily, but you have to use them where to display the range, and not only range but accuracy. So you have to make these sentences. Accuracy means error-free sentences. More and more error-free sentences. So if you will produce different types as well as error-free sentences, then you can fit into this criteria of grammar, range and accuracy. So these are 4 criteria: lexical resource, grammar, range and accuracy, and previously we discussed the task response, and cohesion means clarity, coherence means organization of your ideas. Okay, so that's all for today's video, and I hope to meet you guys in the next video, and feel free to contact me at English Gate Overseas Pundri if you have any queries relating to your writing or any other modules of the IELTS Academic or IELTS General. Thank you very much for watching this video.